Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video, and today we're going to be talking about every movie I watched last week. And it was an interesting week. It was mostly an anime-filled week. And yeah, honestly, I didn't get to watch a whole lot last week. It was a pretty busy week. Mel was having some car issues. She ended up bringing it to the dealership, and it was going to be like $3,500 just to pass the inspection. So she ended up getting a new car this week, and that kind of, changed some plans for the week, so it made it a busy week, but nonetheless, here we are. I only watched 10 films this week, really only 9. I watched a short film as well tonight, just to try to get that number up a little bit, because, yeah, it was only 9 movies, and I think if I hadn't have watched that short film this evening, then I don't think I would have, or I think this would have been the first time, I didn't hit double digits. Jesus, I struggled. Anyways, let's get into the video. Alright, so my least favorite watch of the week was Ocean Waves, an anime film from 1993, which I did enjoy. I thought it was a pretty interesting story, studying the start of a friendship and then how this love-hate relationship started to flourish, which was pretty interesting, and kind of just shows, what could happen, I guess, with someone that you hate, that you really don't hate, that you just end up loving. Which is very interesting. So overall, thought it was a decent movie. It's Studio Ghibli, so it's typically pretty decent. But yeah, ranked it a 65 out of 100. Not bad by any means, but not my favorite anime movie. And my least favorite of this week at number 10. So with that being said, we'll move on to yet another 3-star watch, which is Ocean's 8. I really wasn't looking forward to this watch. Mel loves this movie. It's been the first time since she rewatched it in a long time, and we watched it together over the week, and she really enjoyed this movie, and honestly, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, to be honest. It was a pleasant surprise. Ranked it a 69 out of 100. Like I said, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought. So yeah, that's really the biggest positive, and it wasn't my least favorite of the Oceans. Oceans 12 is my least favorite, so I don't know if that's a hot take or not. But Oceans 1, Oceans 13, Oceans 8, Oceans 12, I believe it is my ranking, so yeah. But let's keep going. Up next to the short film I watched today, If Anything Happens, I Love You. And this one is truly devastating. You can read my review here. I'm going to read it, but I'll give you a little backstory for you guys. So this is about, by the looks of it, 2 parents struggling after the loss of their child because she was murdered in a school shooting. And it was very sad, obviously. And I'm going to read my review, so I'm going to say... Or here's what I said, sorry. This was absolutely devastating. It's truly sad how I knew what was going to happen when I see the parents trying to stop their kid from going to school. And then when I see that American flag in bright colors, my heart dropped and I got full body chills because you knew what was going to happen. And that's the entire point of this short film, to show how you think about this situation. You associate it with America, unfortunately, and it really, really sucks. It's truly devastating, and I couldn't imagine going through something like that. In Canada, it's not as often. It's not a thing that happens very often, which we're very thankful for. I just hope it doesn't continue to happen in the States as well, because I've seen a lot of reviews about this movie, and a lot of reviews were saying pretty much the same thing that I'm saying, that as soon as you've seen that American flag, you knew what was about to happen, which is really sad. And this is actually, I believe, an Oscar-winning short film as well, so it deserves the recognition. I really recommend it. It's only like 12 minutes, and it's really interesting. So yeah, a 75 out of 100. I don't really feel great about ranking this movie, to be fair. But, yeah. So, with that being said, let's keep going. Up next to Smokey and the Bandit, and complete change of pace. I'm going to get a little bit happier again. This movie was absolutely excellent. I had so much fun with this movie. I really, really enjoyed my time with it, and I really liked Bandit, of course. He was just really awesome. And yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this movie. It was really fun. I thought there was some pretty good chemistry as well between Sally Field and, of course, I'm blanking on his name. Just give me a moment. Burt Reynolds. And Burt Reynolds back in the 70s looked so much like Pedro Pascal looks now, which is really weird, but it's very interesting. But yeah, this was a really awesome and fun experience from a film. I really enjoyed myself. I thought about watching the other ones in this franchise, but I've heard it really falls off and it gets really bad, so I just decided not to. But yeah, with that being said, let's just keep going. Oh wait, I didn't even mention, I ranked this a 78 out of 100, so shout out to Smokey and the Bandit. Up next, though, we have Dope, which I really did enjoy this movie. I thought this was a unique taste on kind of the hip-hop culture and the gang scene in LA. I thought this was a really unique approach, and I really enjoyed my time with it. And the absolute star of the show was Shameik Moore, who I just want to see in everything, man. I just want so much Shameik Moore. He is absolutely amazing. Of course, he's Mr. Miles in the Spider-Verse movies, and he is just truly fantastic. I just want to see him in everything because he's only in 14 films on Letterboxd, which is not enough. And a lot of these are not great. A lot of them aren't even, I think, films. I think a lot of them are short films, or like little documentaries. So yeah, it would be just nice to see Shameik Moore in more things. That's all I want in life right now. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed this movie. Ranked it an 83 out of 100. A$AP Rocky was pretty cool as well. Yeah, let's keep going. Up next to Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which I ranked an 86 out of 100, and I know that's high for a lot of people. I know a lot of people don't like the prequel trilogy, but I love this movie so very much. This one, it just has a truly special place in my heart. I don't know why. I just really, really love this movie very, very much. And I had the awesome experience of getting to see this in theaters on the big screen this week, celebrating the 25th anniversary of The Phantom Menace, which was really, really cool. It wasn't the biggest crowd. Unfortunately, it might have been busier on May 4th. I did see this on May 3rd. But it was a Friday night, so it was a little sad that it wasn't busier, because I was really hoping it was going to be busier. So it was sad that it wasn't, but nonetheless, I still really enjoyed my time with it, and I just had a blast seeing this on the big screen. So I'm very fortunate I got that opportunity. But let's keep going. Up next, also an 86 out of 100, but I did prefer this movie, Princess Mononoke, which was a really interesting movie. This is kind of how I started my week of anime. I watched a few Hayao Miyazaki movies this week, and this was one of them. And I see a lot of people really love this movie, and I seem to be a little bit lower on this one than some other people, so that kind of sucks, although that's been a theme constantly over the past month or two. There's been a lot of movies that I've been watching that I was a little bit lower on than others, so that kind of sucks. But nonetheless, I still really enjoyed my time with it, and the animation was great for it being almost 30 years, or getting close to 30 years old. It looked really great, and I really enjoyed the story nonetheless. This one did feel long at times, though, so I definitely think a rewatch would be beneficial for my reviewing, but for now, an 86 out of 100. So let's keep going to Castle in the Sky, which I ranked an 87 out of 100, and this one's even older, nearly 40 years old. Hello, kitty. You coming to say hi? So yeah, Castle in the Sky, nearly 40 years old. And what's really surprising about this movie is, again, how awesome it looks, because it looks truly beautiful. Can you say hi? And yeah, for almost a 40-year-old movie, you would never be able to tell. This one was just more interesting. The plot was really interesting, and I thought this one was really unique, and I really liked it. So overall, I just enjoyed my time with this one a little bit more, and that's why it gets that 87 out of 100. Oh, you want to go? Okay. Thank you for coming to say hi to everyone. So up next, we have Howl's Moving Castle, and now this is my second favorite Miyazaki film that I've watched so far, ranking it a 90 out of 100. This one was really fun. This one was really awesome, and I really enjoyed this one quite a lot. Obviously, a 90 out of 100 for my second favorite Miyazaki film. Keep in mind, I haven't watched Spirited Away yet. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I enjoyed my time with this one. Shout out Christian Bale. We love Christian Bale, of course. And this was just the most interesting of the Miyazaki movies I've watched, to be honest. Even though My Neighbor Totoro is my favorite that I've seen so far, it's not the most interesting. This one is definitely the most interesting, and I really, really liked this movie. This is another one I would like to rewatch because this one was really awesome. So a 90 out of 100 is pretty high, obviously, and I really enjoyed my time with it. And I believe that brings us to number one of the week, which was also my 250th movie of the week. No, Jesus. Of the year, sorry. That would be crazy, 250 movies in a week. But yeah, my 250th movie of the year, which is my favorite Star Wars film. Watched it on May 4th, which is Revenge of the Sith. Absolutely love this movie, man. It gets better every time I watch it. And every time I watch it, I wonder if it's the best film I've ever watched. So, what does that say about me? I don't know, but I know, similarly to Phantom Menace, I know I am higher on this movie than a lot of people, but this is truly some of the greatest storytelling in all of history, in my opinion. It's the best character arc in history. It's the best villain in history. Anakin is tremendous. Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen together are amazing. The best lightsaber duel, the best score, all in Star Wars, and it's just truly better. A perfect 100 out of 100 for me, once again. So, with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me know let me know your thoughts about all these movies, and yeah, may the 4th be with you, of course, from last week. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.